And actually, that is what Lord tells to Narad Muni. Narad Muni is quite famous. Actually, in our televisions and movies in India, Narad Muni is presented as a very notorious character. One who speaks things here and there and make people fight. But actually, Narad Muni is a very great devotee of God. He is a pure devotee of God. And one time, Narad Muni came to Lord and he asked that, my dear Lord, when I travel, people ask me, where do you live? Where is actually your residence? Where can people find you? And that time, Lord replied to Narad Muni that, my dear Narad, I don't live in Vaikuntha. I don't live in the spiritual kingdom. I don't live in the heart of the yogis. Then where do you live, my Lord? Lord said, I live where my devotees come together and chant my holy name. Jatra gayanti madbhakta tatra tishtami narada. Therefore, when we come together and when we call Lord, Lord is actually present at that place. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is holy place. This hall has become holy place because the devotees have come together and they are calling Lord. Actually, I come from Ujjain, and Ujjain is a very holy place, an ancient city. It is considered to be one of the oldest cities in the world. In our scriptures, there are 7 cities which are the oldest cities, and Ujjain is one of them. And Ujjain is famous for Kumbh Mela. How many devotees here or people have visited Kumbh Mela in their life? Please raise your hands. 1 or 2. Millions of people come to take bath in Kumbh Mela. And in that Kumbh Mela, what they look for is little drops of nectar. What happened is when the ocean was churned, we know from our scriptures that when ocean was churned by demigods and demons, first the poison came and so many other things came, finally the nectar came. And nectar was carried by Dhanvantari, but there was a fight between demons and demigods, who will get it. And he was running from the demons, Dhanvantari. And in the course of his running, few drops of nectar fell on earth. And it fell in 4 places, Ujjain is one of them. So just for that one drop of nectar, millions of people come and they take bath in that holy river of Shikar. Now, the question was asked in the assembly of sages, what if we want constant flow of nectar? Do we have to take a flight and go to Ujjain once in 12 years to get a drop of nectar? Can't we have a constant flow of nectar? Where can we find nectar? So there was a discussion between the sages. So one sage told that you can find nectar in the ocean because originally it came from the ocean. But then another sage told that you can't manage to get nectar from ocean because they already took it out and ocean has become salty now. So then where to go? Other sage told that moon has nectar because moon gives nourishment to all the vegetation on the planet. So moon has nectar. So other sage told, no, it can't be true. Because if moon has nectar, then why there is waxing moon and moon goes off on Amavasya? If moon has nectar, it should lit up constantly as Purnima. So then moon also doesn't have nectar. Then what to do? Third sage told, I think newly wedded bride has nectar. Because everybody wants to see newly wedded bride, right? So she has nectar. Another sage said, no, that is also not possible. Because if the bride has nectar, then why the husband die? The husband should live forever. So then that also fails. What do we do? Another sage told, let's go to Nagloka because we heard the serpents have nectar. Another said, if serpents have nectar, why do people die when serpents bite them? Again failed. And said, okay, finally, let's go to heaven. Devatas, demigods have nectar. And said, no. If demigods have nectar, why they are so insecure? They always come down and they fight among themselves and they spoil the austerities and stages. They also don't have nectar. So then where to find nectar? In India we have an advertisement. Taste kahan hai? Where is the taste? In the same way, sages were discussing, where is the nectar? Where is nectar? Then one wise sage told, Kanthe Sudha Vasati Bhagavat Janana. Actually, nectar is when we hear glories of the Lord from the mouth of devotees. That is real nectar. So we don't have to find spiritual upliftment, spiritual advancement in the caves of Himalayas. We don't have to go through the voluminous books of Vedas. We don't have to do austerities for hundreds of years. If we really want to advance spiritually, we simply have to hear about the Lord from those who know the Lord. And therefore we come together hearing the message of Parampara, which is coming in display succession. It's very easy to concoct about God. Like we have a technician here who's taking care of sound and things, right? Now, if this doesn't work, who will volunteer to set it up? Please raise your hand. If this doesn't work, who will volunteer to set it up? No one. Why? Because we know we have an expert in the field. We'll go to him. We don't know about this whole thing. He knows about it. In the same way, if car breaks down, how many of us repair ourselves? Only those who know how to repair the car. In any field, you need expertise. In any field, you go to a proper authority to learn. But when it comes to God, everybody becomes self-realized soul. They all have their own definitions. Somebody says God is everywhere. Somebody says, no, God is not here. He is in his own abode. Some people say God is nothing. Some people say God is everything. Some people say God is love. Somebody says God is power. But what actually God is, God himself tells in Bhagavad Gita. So when we come together to study Bhagavad Gita, I heard you are celebrating 1 week long Bhagavad Gita program here, which is very nice. So we have to understand that this Bhagavad Gita actually introduces us to who is God. And that is the main subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. Many times when we travel, we see different advertisements. Learn management from Bhagavad Gita. Learn life skills from Bhagavad Gita. Learn management skills, time management, stress management from Bhagavad Gita. Yes, that can be true. That can be byproducts of reading Bhagavad Gita. But the real subject matter of Bhagavad Gita is who is God? Who are we? From where we have come? Where we will go after? That is the main subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. Just imagine one person walks by in this hall, strange looking person, and we ask him, brother, from where you have come? He said, I don't know where I have come from. So, okay, where do you want to go? He said, I don't know where I want to go. Then I said, what's your name? I don't know what's my name. Which family you belong to? I don't know which family I belong to. What you will do? What you will do? You will send him to mental asylum. If somebody who doesn't know about himself, somebody who doesn't know from where he came, where he wants to go, that means he is mentally ill. Now think about ourselves. From where we have come to this world? Do we have any knowledge about it? Where we will go after death? Like all of you have come, you know, after the program, we are getting nice prasadam. Yes, I will prove. You will get nice prasadam? Everybody? Yes. Okay. So all of you are here, sure, you get nice prasadam. And therefore, we don't have to cook it back home and we will go back to our homes, right? So for this short term also we have planned. We have planned everything. Where we are going to eat, where we are going to go, how we came, how we came. But imagine, after death, we don't know where we will go. Is it a wise thing? Is it really a wise thing? That Bhagavad Gita teaches. Arjun has lost his ability to take decision. Arjun has lost his ability to know what is dharma and what is adharma. And there Krishna introduces that Arjun, you should realize you are not body, you are soul. Because the moment you realize you are soul, then you will ask what are the duties of soul. And that will lead you to spiritual perfection. Otherwise, we'll keep thinking ourselves, we are body. We all have car here. Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, would give this example that how the driver of car is separate from car. But still, imagine if you have bought a very expensive new car and you came to the Navatta program, and after program you go back and you see a big mark on your car. Somebody has just dragged this car on your car. How you will feel? How will you feel? You feel so sad and heartbroken. Anything happened to you? No. Still, why you feel bad? Because we have become attached to the car. We are thinking ahankar. That is called ahankar. I am car. So Krishna says you have to come from ahankar to the realization of I am soul. I am Atma. And when we realize we are Atma, we are soul, then we start to think, okay, what is my duty? Being spiritual, spirit soul. There starts the spiritual life. Otherwise, all these rituals, we coming together, we are doing so many programs, lighting lamps, this and that, everything will become simply an activity without any spiritual advancement if we don't realize our own identity. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Spiritual life means from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge. That is spiritual life. And therefore, we are very fortunate that we have come to this path. And as I was speaking in the beginning, this fortune is created by the mercy of pure devotees. Like we have a picture of Srila Prabhupada here. At the age of 70, he went to the foreign countries and he started preaching about Bhagavad Gita. And the whole purpose was to make people understand the real need of their soul. See, now in the modern world, what is lacking? People don't have money, people have enough money. People don't have food, they have food. People don't have clothes. If you see on the global level, people have everything. Like once Bill Gates was asked, Bill Gates was one of the richest persons in the world for some time. And he was asked that if you will get a 25th hour in a day, we all have 24 hours. If you get 25th hour, what you will do? You know what he replied? He said, I want to sleep. I can't sleep at night. So people have everything possible what we can imagine in this world. Still, why they are not happy? They are not happy because soul is not satisfied. Until soul doesn't get nourishment, they can never be happy. And therefore, fortunate are those who come to God for any reason and they start their spiritual life. Krishna tells a very beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita. Chatur Vida Vajantu Jana Sukritana Arjuna Artha Artharthi Jigyasu Jnani Cha Bharatashva. He tells those who are Sukritina, those who are very pious. How do you determine somebody is pious or not? How do you determine somebody is honest or not? Suppose 4 thieves, they plundered a property and they honestly distributed among themselves. So they became honest? No. Sukritina, real pious person is who comes to Krishna. And Krishna gives 4 categories. First is Artha. Artha means one who is in distress. Do we believe they are in distress? How many of you never became sick? Please raise your hands. Never in life. I have never seen a doctor, never eaten a pill. Please raise your hand. How many of you never saw anybody dead? So we all undergo these miseries of life. We all are distressed. And the world is designed in such a way that people invent unhappiness in their life. I'll give an example how they invent unhappiness. One time, one couple were fighting. The husband and wife were fighting. Husband was saying that our child will become a doctor. The wife was saying our child will become an engineer. They both were fighting. Not a surprising thing. But the fight became so intense that they went to court. And they hired two lawyers. And the husband's lawyer said, no, he become a doctor, and this become engineer. And they were putting all these arguments in front of the judge. And the judge told, okay, let's ask the child what he wants to become, right? That will solve the problem. Then the husband and wife told, that's the thing, we don't have any children as yet. Simply planning. And people, they become so much into stress and anxiety because of their own unfulfillment of inner satisfaction that nothing can make them happy. We go in India in different cities to preach, and one city is Bangalore. Bangalore is very famous for IT and engineers and computer science. And there, the devotees were telling us, 60 to 65% of the IT engineers are in depression. They go to see a psychiatrist. And not only that, 1 out of 3 psychiatrists go to another psychiatrist. Because they hear too much problems of people that they themselves become depressed. Like one psychiatrist was in Indore. Indore is a nearby city from Ujjain. And he opened a big clinic. And the first lady patient who came in the clinic, he was speaking to the doctor. And the doctor asked the lady, okay, what's your problem? So the lady said that, you see, doctor, I think a lot, and that too negative. So doctor said, can you give me an example, like what negative you think? The lady said, just look at you, you have such a big clinic, and you have taken loan from bank, nobody's coming in your clinic. I think you'll go bankrupt. By hearing that psychiatrist went into depression. Artha, everybody is in distress in this world. Everybody. But fortunate are those who come to Lord in this distress. It's nothing great. It's not a news that you are in distress. Everybody is in distress. How many animals are killed in the forest? Is there any record in Africa? How many animals are killed in the forest? Everybody. Do you have any record in the world? But we all know Gajendra. Gajendra was captured by a crocodile. We know this past time. And he'll take a lotus and he calls, Oh Hari, Hey Govinda, Hey Gopal, please help me. We all know about that elephant. But we don't know about millions of animals dying in the forest. Why? Because Gajendra became special taking the shelter of the Lord. How many children are abused in the whole world? Is there any record? Tortured in their childhood? Is there any record? Can government keep that record? How many children are tortured? But we all know the name of Prahlad. Isn't it? Why? Because Prahlad was tortured by his father and he took shelter of the Lord. That made Prahlad glorious. How many people are ambitious in their life? We all are ambitious. But we all know Dhruva's name. Because Dhruva went to Lord to fulfill his ambition. That is the glory of coming to Lord's shelter. We may have distress, we may have difficulties, but when we come to Lord and we call Lord, oh Lord, please help me, then Lord takes charge of that person. Artha. Another one is Ardharthi. Ardharthi means one who wants wealth. How many of you don't need wealth? Please raise your hand. No, I don't need wealth. Money, 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 sweeter than honey. We all need money, right? And we work for money. Actually, we study so hard in our school and college, and then we go to job, and we work throughout the month for what? At the end of month, we'll get some salary. So we all need money, and we are always short of money. But when we come to Lord for that help, that Lord, I am doing my work, but please give me what I need in my life. Lord fulfills it. They are glorious. Like I was talking about Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva had ambition that he wants kingdom greater than Brahma. Anyone in this hall wants to become president of South Africa? Any candidate from this place? Anyone? No. So our ambitions are so small. Even we are not aiming to become president of a country, forgetting about the whole planet, forget about the whole universe. And Dhruva Maharaj had ambition that he wants greater kingdom than Brahma. Brahma owns and he is in charge of the 14 planetary system, the whole Brahmanda. And Dhruva Maharaj had aim, I want bigger than that. Sometimes people complain that when you become devotee, you will lose your inspiration to achieve things. But we have an example of Dhruva. He had ambition which nobody could match. And he surrendered to the Lord. Lord said, okay Dhruva, I will give you the kingdom. And the pole star which we see in the sky is Dhruva's abode. So that is Krishna's gift to his devotees. Ardharti. The third is Jigyasu. Many people just come to programs like this just to find out what they actually do. How come they are so happy? I am trying my best to be happy, but these people are happy. Sometimes some people come in our temples and they ask us, which intoxication do you people take? How come you are working full day and you are still happy, you are dancing, you are chanting? It is not possible without intoxication. And then we tell them, yes, we take intoxication. What is that intoxication? Intoxication of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the intoxication. One time one man was escaping police. He was a criminal. And he was running, the police was behind him. And this man saw some devotees doing Sankirtan. They were chanting and dancing. And this person was thinking, I am working so hard to steal some money and police is after me. But look at these people, they don't do anything and they're so happy. They just chant and dance and play drums and wear bed sheets and they're so happy. Let me go with them. So that person, just to escape police, he came to an ISKCON temple and he started living there. 1 year passed by. After 1 year, police found out where this guy was. So police came to ISKCON temple. They caught that guy. He was presented to the court. And the judge asked, what you were doing for this 1 year? Where were you? And this person said, you know, my lord, I was in an ISKCON temple. And we would get up at 3:30 a.m. in the morning. And we would take baths. And at 4:30 we were expected to come to the temple room to attend Aarti. And then we would sit and chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then we would attend a Bhagavatam class for 1 hour. And then we would take some prasad and go out and distribute Bhagavad Gita in the streets. And in the evening we would again come back and have Bhagavad Gita class and Sankirtan and this and that. And then we would sleep and again get up 3:30 in the morning. Just said, you did this for 1 year? Yes, my lord, I did this. He said, what more punishment can I give you? You already went through this punishment for 1 year. People can understand what nectar one gets in the spiritual life. Jigyasu, inquisitiveness. They come to Krishna's abode, they come to Krishna's program, they come to Krishna's devotees, and they get mercy of the Lord. And the fourth one is Jnani. Jnani means one who surrenders with intelligence. One who knows that I don't belong to this world. I belong to Krishna. So let me serve him. Just look at this finger. If I cut off this finger and I gift you, how would you like this? I cut my finger and gift it to you. You will accept this gift? Why not? Mataji, my finger, is it good? It's not good. But if I cut and give you, will you accept my finger? You will throw it out. Why? Because this finger is meaningful until unless it is connected to my body. If you cut this finger off, it becomes useless. It becomes scary to even look at. In the same way, we all are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. The moment we get separated from the Supreme Lord, we become useless. And when we again reunite with Lord through service, through devotional service, then we become valuable. Jnani is one who realizes this fact. And therefore, he is the best among these four. Because many times when our problem is solved, we forget the God. Like in COVID time, many people became spiritual. In COVID time, they were chanting some or other mantras, they were doing meditation, this and that, because they were at home, nothing to do, and they were going through the crisis of pandemic. But when COVID was over, they forget God. Same is with Artharthi. They come to Lord with lot of expectation that they will get this in return. And when they get it, they forget Lord. Like one man came to the temple and he told, my dear Lord, I am going for a lottery. I am purchasing a lottery ticket. And if I get 100,000 rands, I will give you half. We do this kind of deals, right? We don't do this kind of deals. We said, Lord, we'll offer you one coconut and let us have this big business deal. But this person had a 50% deal, partnership with Lord. He said, if I get 100,000 rands, I will offer you half. So the person purchased a lottery ticket and he managed to get 50,000 rands in lottery. He was so happy. He came to the temple and told, Lord, I knew you were so intelligent. I definitely knew you were so intelligent. But I didn't know you were so intelligent that you kept your 50,000 already and gave me 50,000. So once people get their desires fulfilled, they again forget God. Artharthi. But best is Jnani. And therefore, when we come together and we hear these discourses on Bhagavad Gita, that nourishes our spiritual intelligence. That reawakens our consciousness that we are Krishna's eternal servant. Jivet Swarupoe Krishna Nityadas. Our Swarupa, our identity is we are servant of the Lord. And when we are situated in that identity, we are the most happy people in this world. So the simple formula for happiness is we adopt this devotional service in life. Devotional life is not difficult. Going to hell is difficult. You know why? For going to hell, you have to earn a lot of money. Then you have to go to clubs. You have to drink liquor. You have to get sick after that. You have to eat non-veg. You have to do so many difficult things. But doing devotional life is so easy. You have to just lead a pure life, chant Hare Krishna, follow pure habits of eating, and read spiritual books. Is it difficult? Is it really difficult? Not at all. And you know the greatest lie in this world? What is the greatest lie in this world? I don't have time. This is the greatest lie in this world. Especially householders. You know, God has given a special boon to householders. You know what is that boon? Just imagine when you were not married. You were working. Were you free or you were busy? You were free or you were busy? You were busy. Then you married, your life partner came. Still you were busy, but you had time for your partner. Isn't it? That time also you were busy, but you got time for your partner. Then came kids. The first kid came. That time also you were busy, but now you have time for your partner and also the first kid. Then the second kid came. Then also you had time for both the children and the partner and still you were busy. How this was possible? Lord has given this special benediction to householders. They can bear unlimited amount of load and still they can manage. Now, if we have time for everybody in this world, why don't we take out some time and offer to the Lord? How much Lord will be happy? You know, our Acharya has given an example how there is love between a boy and a girl. Imagine a boy who loves a girl, and this boy is trying everything to impress the girl. He is sending different WhatsApp messages, he is sending requests on Instagram, he is sending requests on Facebook, all these things he is doing. And what the girl is doing? What girls do generally? If the unknown request comes, they block. So WhatsApp, block. They are laughing, they experienced. So Instagram blocked, Facebook blocked. Then what the boy does, if the boy is really desperate, he'll get another SIM card, another WhatsApp, and again send a number. And he keep on changing numbers and sending WhatsApp messages. And the girl is again and again blocking. Now imagine one fine morning, the girl responds. How the boy will feel? The boy will start dancing. Right? Finally, the girl responded. Actually, Lord is that boy and we are that arrogant girl. Lord is sending so many requests to us. He is giving all facilities to us. He has given strength in our body. He has given us a beautiful life, beautiful family. Everything Lord is giving us. And then also what we are doing? We are blocking Lord. Every day. When the jiva, when living entity turns to Lord and he starts chanting his name, and he starts calling out, Krishna, from today I am yours. Imagine the ecstasy Lord feels. That is Lord's success. He starts to dance that finally people of Kamrat have become devotees. This is Lord's happiness. So our spiritual journey will not only make us happy, but will also make Lord happy. Therefore, with that eagerness, with that enthusiasm, if we go ahead, take the teachings of Bhagavad Gita in our life, start chanting the holy name, start serving the devotees, start enjoying this wonderful association, we can progress in our spiritual life very fast. And that is the perfection of our life. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Pangar Bhakta Vrinda ki, Thai God Premani.
Does anyone have a question? I'd like to thank Krishna Kishore Prabhu for that very enlightening talk. And I want to hear more. So he's going to be giving discourses at the Sri Sri Radharanath Temple and also New Jagannath Puri Temple. So please just look out for our adverts and you can go and attend these classes. Does anybody have a question? Maybe you take one question. Wow, that's very, give yourself a round of applause. That's a good one. So you're going to take one message home that you chant every day, right?